YeahNah, I am Elaine Reeves, and today I am at Lake Ocean View with a legendary and talented musician from Liberia, but he's international. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back. And like I said, I am with a legendary musician from Liberia. He's no other person but KCW. How are you?
Doing super, you know.
Yeah, you look fresh, by the way. Dressing according to the weather.
I mean, you copy.
Yeah. So tell me how you came up with the name KCW, or how you got the name KCW.
I mean, just put Kizzy, put W. Yeah, I'm kidding. Growing up, a lot of my guys used to call me Kizzy Banks.
Yeah.
So, and I reached a certain stage, and I realized that Kizzy Banks is a whole. I mean, a lot of people got Kizzy Banks.
Okay.
So I just the W is the first letter of my last name. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so KCW.
Do the math.
Okay, let me put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
Okay, KZ and then W.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And how long have you been doing music? When was the first time you realized that, oh yes, I have this magical voice and let me use it for music?
Pretty much since I've been having sense.
What is that having sense?
Since I've been knowing I've been having sense. I started in the Liberian music scene around 2016. And since then it was like get go, but prior to that, it was like constantly working, trying to get this thing out of me, undercover. So it was up until 2016 when I you guys got to hear me. So.
All right. So what was your first music, and how was it received by the public?
The first song I did was with my record label mate. At that time it was called Time Flies.
I know, it's been ages.
It was called
Like, okay, I remember that.
Fine
That was a vibe.
Yeah, it was like, wow, who are these guys? And no time I did the Hello cover, and from there YeahNah, from there
Yeah, that Hello cover, it actually blew.
Yeah.
And I think there were like 2 that was ringing, and then there was kind of like a talk as to which one's the best and blah blah blah. I lived through that. So okay, so tell me about where you would like get your inspiration from. How's your creative process like?
Inspiration, that is not, because with respect to different projects, different things inspire you. Like, I can be walking on the road and I see something, and I feel inspired by it, and it comes with a sound. So it depends on the project, but inspiration is just all around.
And let's talk about also your latest single that you released with Elaine. Yeah. I just watched, because I was marking it, right? Say you kept posting it, the video director kept posting that, oh, it's about to drop, and as soon as he posted that it dropped, I just went straight on YouTube. And how was it like working with Elaine? What's your take on the entire single?
Lavin, he himself, he's a genius, and KCW, I like people being great around me. We can be great, and I mean, we can be great together and just fly our own directions. So working with him was just smooth, like this here now, just smooth.
It's just a cruise.
Yeah.
And then the video, how long did it take to put out that video? It looks simple, but then it was also really great. I love the idea behind it.
Like nature.
Yes. Just running on the road, like open road. And yeah, if you haven't checked out that video, you need to.
You need to. The song was all about. I like to see myself as an OG in a sense. So pretty much is about passing some things down to the younger generation. And music is that thing.
Yeah.
Definitely, it was smooth working with CU. He's the best here. He's the best. Like he's the best. No argument about it. And he's on my team, so we the
Okay.
best.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the just ended MLMA,
Yeah.
the MTN Liberian Music Awards. You won an award,
Two.
two awards.
Yeah.
My bad. You won two awards, and then you did a performance as well.
Yeah.
So, how was that experience for you?
Shout out MLM. Shout out all those who made that happen. Uh, it was it was a great night, man. Like my team and I went there not expecting anything.
Yeah.
We just went there to do our thing, perform and everything. And all of a sudden, I think I was the first person to get an award for the night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow.
And you said, I'm not gonna say much because I know we'll be right back here.
Yeah, and we'll be back. I meant that. I meant that.
Sure. And how do you feel when like the crowd or people are like responding to your music and vibing to it? Have you ever been in a car and you heard your music playing? How's that feeling for you?
Uh, Normally when I drop my song, I don't usually go about playing them again because it's usually on to the next matter. Yeah. But hearing people vibe to my song, I'll be like,
I did
did
that.
that.
Jinx! I did
I
that.
did that. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so most people, let me know if you started from the church. Did you start from the church?
yeah, I wouldn't say I started from the church, but along the way, the church played a major role too.
Yeah.
Because I started singing because I didn't. My parents are not the typical Christians.
Lucky you.
Yeah, so we are Christians, but like not.
Not extra religious.
Yeah, Jehovah Witness to be exact. So we didn't go and wake up singing hallelujah and everything, but we used to pray and everything. So but then I used to sing myself like just the people songs. But then later on when I started to question my faith and everything, and then I was like, let me enter a church. So during that time, the church played a major role because, I mean, me being in church, I think the only thing I enjoy so far in the church is the music. I mean, I went there for the music.
Okay.
For the music. I'm just being honest.
True. I love music. See the tats.
Yeah.
So you spoke about your parents. How has it been with the way you've been making music? What's it like? How's their response to what you do?
From the beginning, it wasn't like I wasn't really hoping like this thing wasn't me. I wasn't trying to ask anybody if you agree with it from the beginning. It was like I'm doing this.
Just
I
not
don't even care.
permission.
Yeah. So, but my dad wasn't really in favor with all that because he's a book freak,
Immediately.
science, chemistry, all this. Yeah. But my mom, she didn't really care. She's like,
Go ahead, fly, little
yeah.
birdie.
So basically, it was just about me. But this music thing has always been. It's just I can't think about anything else. Yeah. So
Do they vibe to your songs?
that's my song music. My song. It's my song.
African
Yeah.
parents, all the same.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, because you talked about your dad being like into science and education and books.
Yeah.
What if you were not a musician? What would KZW be doing?
If I wasn't a musician or wasn't doing music, I was going to be a chemist mixing sounds.
Okay, all right. Just hold up right there. It's the same music. You know, when you said chemist, I'm like, okay, he going to the same path with his father, and then later you said mixing sounds. Okay, you got me right there. All right, he was gonna be a chemist mixing. I'm not gonna ask any further questions on that.
Thank you for understanding.
But we'll take a very short break and we'll be right back and dive into more. YeahNah, welcome back, and I'm still here with the man KCW, and we're at Lake Ocean View.
YeahNah.
So Casey, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
you contested in the Project Fame.
Mm-hmm.
How was that experience for you?
You know, a newbie, whatever. It was tense. Being in the moment, like we're trying to relive the moment.
Yeah.
It was tense. Yeah, it was tense. But looking back at it now, I think the only thing it did for me was motivate me.
Okay.
Because a competition has a way of trying to make you feel like you're not up to the task, you know. And I just realized that I've never won any competition. I went to I think 3 competitions, and I didn't won. I didn't win any.
Did that like discourage you a little bit?
Like I said, I don't know. I always had this thing. I'd be like, even the ones who win it, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah. I still know I got it. Yeah.
I know
Always.
I got it, but anyways, it's
Yeah.
just, and that's why I don't participate in competitions.
But
I
that's
hate
hard.
defeat.
Used to be, being shy again. I know, but the last competition, I was doing my thing until got qualified for the final.
Oh, okay.
And then.
How did I ever let you slip away? Never knowing I'll be singing this song someday. Now I'm sinking to rise no more.
And then we were, I think, 5 or 6 in the final. And then that was when I dropped Hello Cover.
Oh,
So
that
before
was
the
it.
final. So when I dropped Hello Cover, it was going viral. I was like, what am I?
Yeah, like why am I?
I cannot be your gospel ambassador anymore. So I was like, nah.
Let's change it. So we're talking about competitions. You participated in 3, you didn't win any. But then last year I was host for Icon, and you were one of the judges, and you were making people laugh. And you know the guy, he's always like laid back, and he's like telling you, that stunt you did just now, and the way you did it, you said it out. So it was that was not your first time being a judge, right? Was that your first time?
Not my first time, because I'm always judging myself.
Okay. You got a way you play. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm always judging myself.
All right, so how was that experience for you being like a judge and looking at young talents trying to come up in the game?
First of all, for all those that I judged and they felt that I was too harsh on them, I'm sorry.
Public apology.
I'm sorry. But that's just me, and anyone who's worked with me, you know that I'm a perfectionist.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with things being good. So if I know the song, you're not gonna fool me, or you're not gonna act like you twisting around it. Yeah, and me being a singer, and I know how people try to be tricky with their voice, voice and everything. And then me being a sound engineer, I listen. So it's hard to just go around it. I'm sorry.
So you talk about sound engineer.
Yeah.
When did you start producing? What made you start producing?
I think I started producing, was it around the end of 2015?
Okay.
Yeah, and I started producing because I realized that at the time in Liberia, before you enter a studio, before you see the inside part of a studio, it's like you have killed your own cow. Yeah, you're not carbon peaked out, dude, and the blood will stay on your face and everything, and you be like, God, I've done it. Yeah, so now can I enter? So I was like, nah. And then I met a friend. He was like, once you have a computer, and I have this software, you can just install it on your machine. I will teach you how to play it, you know, everything. You can make your own beats.
Yeah.
I walked from Stevendale Estate, behind, Pipeline. Yeah.
Oh, that's a distance.
Yeah.
Why?
You know, they got shortcut. Like I know that whole road. They got shortcut. So I went there, we installed the thing. It was like when you press here, when you taste this thing, it will play. When you put it here, it will sound. You put it here, it will sound. From then, I never went a day without opening my computer.
And then, what was the first sound like? The first sound you made when you listened to it?
I mean, when you put the metronome on, it'd be like dun 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 dun, and you put any sound that all kinds of sound. I was like, oh wow. And then I had a friend, when I knocked someone at I played it again, I said, Timo, we had the thing. He's like, my man's Bob, bro.
He was your
be very good. Yeah. Shout out Demo. Shout out Demo. Shout out Demo.
So yeah, now how has it been for you in the music industry in Liberia?
Coming from Liberia itself is a challenge. Because you have to push harder than anybody else. So, but it's also an advantage because they have a saying that if you can make it here,
you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere. Shout out Jesly. And so, Liberians are loving people. Growing up in Liberia, one thing I think most Liberians don't notice about us is that we have everything in us. I grew up listening to from Daddy Lumba to Celine Dion to R. Kelly to the African people, mainway, the Nigerian people. So basically, we're musical.
Yeah.
Liberians, we are musical. Adding that to my passion, no problem was hard.
It was easy to just sweep your way through.
Yeah, no problem was hard.
Okay, so we're talking about the different type of music you listen to. How would you describe your style of music, the type of music that you do?
I feel like even defining my music is putting a cover on top of it.
Okay.
And it can still run. You know? We're still going.
Stretch it.
Yeah.
Get wider.
So it's like I feel like each stage has its own sound, so it keeps evolving, you know. So we're going.
Okay, so he doesn't have a specific name for the style of music he does, but just know that it goes on and on as the spirit leads. And you talked about people you listen to. Who would you say are your musical influencers?
I have a project coming up.
Okay.
And album, EP, I don't know how to call it, but I like the name project.
Okay.
So I'm working on a project, and it's all the most I can say about that project right now. It's inspired by my mom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And that's the most I can say about it right now. Everything else will follow.
And how many songs do you have on it?
Pretty much. You do the math. A little bit less than 10.
That you ready to put your toes in, your finger in?
I think you should see the whole project as a long song and just look forward to that song.
Okay, so it's just like a sequel. It just keeps going.
Yeah, because all of them, I don't know, like.
Okay.
You can pick and choose.
And
they're all my babies. I love them.
Okay, and just letting the cat out of the bag a little bit, when do we expect this project? I'm pretty sure everybody else is like looking forward to it. I know I am.
They're all my babies. And pretty soon. Because I don't want the naming ceremony and everything, you know, to be this like that. You know, when you're putting your baby out, especially when you're ready to love your baby. So it's gonna be super.
That's a lot of babies.
Super, yeah.
8 babies.
Maybe 9.
right, so Kizzy,
Yeah.
tell me who's your ideal collaboration and why?
They already know. I don't know. Maybe they know I'm about to say, "Oh, keep pushing, don't give up."
The
And,
usual.
yeah, the usual. Keep pushing, don't give up. But yeah, bro, keep pushing, don't give up. Yeah, just keep pushing, don't give up.
It's the same message.
It's the
Wake up
same
in the
thing.
morning, keep pushing, don't give
Keep
up.
pushing. Yeah.
I'm still coming back to this collaboration. Let's say, who is the person that you're looking forward to collaborate with internationally?
I'm always ready.
I know. Let's
Always
go.
ready.
Let's go.
It's blown into pieces. See us how you know, say that your front and your back way passing my defense. Yeah. Broken pieces. But I still managed to put them back together, back together. I couldn't believe it. But I think she carried.
Gang.
The finish sweet, no me bend
bend
it. Then she got a kind of beauty, bad gem face. Yeah, she will finish my money, yeah. If I met you, my emotions were intact, then baby, you back. Now emotions are high. You scatter my I can't imagine life without you. Yeah, the way you scatter my how could you scatter my let no upstairs you lie. I kid you not, from the north to the east to the west, where you scatter my how could you scatter my.
Yeah, that's the latest single he dropped with Levan. It's hot. You should go check it out. Kizzy, just your handles on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
KIZZY space W everywhere. Everywhere you go.
KZW. That's it.
Everywhere you go. Checking the browser, KIZZYW.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This was fun, and this is the first interview I've had with you, but this is not the last. I am gonna be following you now.
We go.
Tear to tear.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and we need to collaborate. Manager, I need to collaborate.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. So till next time. Thank you so much. This was fun, and I wish you all the best.
This is my thank you.
Thank you for what you do for Liberian music and the entertainment industry.
Thank you. Thank God.
That your front and your back will pass in my defense, broken pieces. I still managed to put them back together, back together. I couldn't believe it. But I think she carried. If it is sweet, no me bend it. Then she got a kind of beauty, my gem face.
All right. YeahNah, thank you so much for watching. That was the man KCW, and keep following for more interviews like this and more shows. Till next time, I'm Elaine signing out. YeahNah.